Okay, welcome back to the next lecture in fluid mechanics. And our main focus in the last lecture was the continuity equation, which would result in the Bernoulli theorem. यानी मैंने continuity equation से शुरू किया था, मगर मैं जा रहा हूँ Bernoulli theorem में. But before going towards the Bernoulli theorem, there are certain accessories in fluid mechanics, such as commercially available pipes and tubing. We have pipes, tubings, which make up different systems in fluid mechanics. For example, if I have a siphon system, that will have a tank, a pipe attached to it. So multiple pipes can be connected together, and we can measure the flow rate and do other calculations. But before we going on to Bernoulli, and we should be able to extract information from those pipes and tubings. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि हमें आना चाहिए हमारी वैल्यूज कैलकुलेट करना, हमारे डायमेंशंस कैलकुलेट करना. तो ये चीज़ें आना चाहिए, क्योंकि जब हम कभी कैलकुलेशंस करते हैं, अक्सर हमें पाइप्स के डाया नहीं दिए जाते, हमें पाइप्स के नाम दिए जाते हैं या उनकी थिकनेस दी जाती है. एक छोटा सा मिसाल, a small example, a pipe can be given to you. Find the dimensions of a schedule 40 pipe, or find the dimensions of a schedule 80 pipe, or for that matters a schedule 40 pipe having having an outer diameter of 40 millimeter and a thickness of 1.5 millimeter. So you should be able to know your calculations and understand them, but before doing those calculations you should be able to interpret data. यानी आपको आना चाहिए कि आप डेटा को, पाइप डेटा को, ट्यूबिंग डेटा को किस तरह रीड करो. इसीलिए जब आप इंडस्ट्री में जाते हो, आपके पास हर पाइप के लिए डेटा मौजूद होता है डेटा शीट्स में, और कोर्स के लिए यू हैव अपेंडिक्स. गोइंग ऑन टू दैट, now I will focus on pipes and tubing. We will understand how to calculate information from the pipes and tubing, and then we will going on to the Bernoulli equation. So coming on to the pipes, data for standard pipes and tubing is given in literature and must be extracted. आपका तमाम जो डेटा है स्टैंडर्ड पाइप्स का और ट्यूबिंग का, वो लिटरेचर में आपको गिवन होता है. All the values are provided to you. You must know how to extract it. The data is given both in SI units and the US customary units. It depends on which units you are doing your calculation. Information extracted for selected types and sizes include actual outside diameter, inside diameter, the wall thickness and flow areas. तमाम जो ट्यूबिंग्स हैं, आपके पाइप्स हैं, उनमें ये इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास लाजमी होगा. आपके पास एक्चुअल आउटर डायमीटर होगा, इनसाइड डायमीटर होगा, वॉल थिकनेस होगी एंड फ्लो एरियाज होंगी. These four parameters will always be present, and these parameters will be present both in the SI units as well as the US customary units. What I need to tell you over here is every pipe is going to have two diameters. One is the outside diameter, one is the internal diameter. Your calculations in fluid mechanics is always on the internal diameter. यानी आपने जब भी कोई कैलकुलेशन करना है, आप इंटरनल डायमीटर को लेंगे, कभी भी आउटर डायमीटर को नहीं लेंगे. तो अगर मैं आपको सिर्फ एक्सट्रैक्ट करना है इंफॉर्मेशन एरिया ऑफ अ पाइप, और आपको एरिया दी हुई है, तो एरिया तो आप डायरेक्टली अपने चार्ट से निकाल सकते हैं. बिल फर्ज अगर एरिया नहीं दी हुई है, आपको आपके पाइप का फॉर्मूला मालूम है कि पाइप डायमीटर, पाइप एरिया इज पाई डी स्क्वायर अपॉन 4. अब इधर डी के दो ऑप्शन हो सकते हैं, आइदर यू कैन टेक योर आउटर डायमीटर और यू कैन टेक योर इनर डायमीटर. यू विल always take your inner diameter. Point number 2, the outer diameter is always bigger than your internal diameter. चलें, these parameters that were mentioned are used for calculation purposes. Why are these parameters made? It is the responsibility of the designer to specify the specification of the piping and tubing for a particular application. हर application की अलग पाइपिंग और ट्यूबिंग होती है और ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है उस डिजाइनर की जिसने वो पाइप डिजाइन किया है कि वो स्पेसिफाई कर सके कि क्या फ्लो एरिया है, क्या डायमीटर्स है, ताकि किस एप्लीकेशन के लिए वो पाइप यूज हो रहा है. And this design of the pipe will play the role on the cost, safety and life performance of the system. And ये जो आपने डिजाइन किया हुआ है ये इफेक्ट करता है कि कॉस्ट कितनी है पाइप की, आपकी प्रोसेस की, सेफ्टी कितनी है. जाहिर सी बात है कि अगर एक पाइप एक लिमिटेड एरिया ले सकता है, आप उस पर इतना प्रेशर और एरिया तो नहीं डालोगे ना कि पाइप ही बर्स्ट हो जाए, आपकी पूरी इक्विपमेंट डैमेज हो जाए. अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपकी एरिया है 1 मीटर स्क्वायर मैक्सिमम एक पाइप की, यू विल नॉट पुट समथिंग विच इज 10 मीटर स्क्वायर in that to flow that. The pipe will burst. So these things have to be kept in mind for the good performance of a system. Moving forward, let us talk about steel pipes. The general purpose pipelines are often constructed with steel pipe. आपकी तमाम pipelines जो होती हैं general purposes की वो steel pipes की होती हैं और standard sizes for any steel pipe are denoted by nominal pipe size NPS और the schedule number. पाइप को डिजाइनर्स जब बनाते हैं तो वो उसको डिनोट करते हैं by something what we call the nominal pipe size या schedule number. If you look at data, you will, for importance in our course, there are two types of schedule number pipes, the schedule 40 and schedule 80. But in reality there are multiple schedule numbers because in the industry there are tons of pipe. So the schedule numbers range from 10 to 160. Nominal size is the standard designation. It is not used for calculation purposes. एक चीज आपको मैं बता दूं कि ये जो आपका नॉमिनल साइज है या नाम है, फॉर एग्जांपल स्केड्यूल 40, स्केड्यूल 80, ये सिर्फ डिजाइन पर्पसेस के लिए होता है कि मेरा पाइप इस एनपीएस पे डिजाइन हुआ है, स्केड्यूल 40 पे डिजाइन हुआ है, स्केड्यूल 80 पे डिजाइन हुआ है. इट इज नॉट बीइंग यूज्ड फॉर कैलकुलेशंस. द स्केड्यूल नंबर्स आर यूज्ड फॉर permissible operating pressure of the pipe and the allowable stress on the steel pipe. ये सिर्फ आपको अलाउ करते हैं कि कितना प्रेशर आपका पाइप विथस्टैंड कर सकता है और कितनी फोर्स आप उस पर यूज कर सकते हो. I have already told you the range of the schedule numbers is from 10 to 160. Higher numbers indicate a heavier wall thickness. The only difference between schedule pipes is the wall thickness. A smaller schedule number, for example schedule 40, will have a smaller wall, lighter wall thickness than a heavier pipe, let's say schedule 120. Obviously if schedule 120 has a greater heavier wall thickness, it will be able to withstand more pressure. यही आपके डिजाइन फीचर्स बने हुए हैं कि ये वाला जो पाइप है ये इतने फीचर को, इतने प्रेशर को ये विथस्टैंड कर सकता है. कोई भी नॉमिनल साइज है या शेड्यूल है उसमें मैंने आपको अभी बताया था that every pipe will have a outer diameter and inner diameter as well as wall thickness. Let me show you a table here how data is presented. This is an example of a schedule 40 pipe and please follow my mouse. The first column is nominal pipe size. Nominal pipe size is given both in inches and DN, millimeter. अब ये देखें यहाँ पर 6 मिलीमीटर नॉमिनल साइज है, 8/8 है, 10 है, 15 है. इसके कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग इंचेस में भी दिया हुआ है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 15 is half inch, 25 is 1 inch. These numbers will have no role to play in calculation. Now for every NPS there are 4 parameters which I had discussed. the outside diameter, the wall thickness, the inside diameter and the flow area. ये चार चीजें आपको लाजमी मिलेंगी. एंड आप ये भी देखें कि इसके भी जो यूनिट्स हैं वो यूएस कस्टमरी में है और एसआई में है. यूएस कस्टमरी में इंचेस हैं, मिलीमीटर है. एसआई वाले स्केल में देन यू नीड टू कन्वर्ट दिस इनटू मीटर एंड इनटू फुट. वॉल थिकनेस भी इंचेस में है, मिलीमीटर में है. इनसाइड डायमीटर इंचेस में भी गिवन है, फुट में भी गिवन है, which is US as well as millimeter. And then flow area is given in foot square and meter square. These are already in the SI unit and the US unit. So because there are meter square in the flow area, the diameter also needs to be converted into meters. Because it is foot square in the flow area, the diameter must be converted into foot. So this is how a table is arranged. Going back to where we were. दूसरी बात आप ये नोट करें that for any nominal size, the schedule will have the same outer diameter, but the inner diameter of a larger schedule pipe will be smaller. Let us take an example of two schedule. One is the schedule 40 and another is the schedule 80. If we look at the schedule 40 pipe, let us compare where my mouse is hovering at 1 NPS. 1 NPS is the DN of 25 millimeter. If you look, and I will focus on the SI system. If we look at the 25 millimeter, the outside diameter is 33.4 millimeter, while the inside diameter is 1 millimeter. The outside one, yeah, is 33.4, while the internal one is 26.6 millimeter. If I look at the schedule 80, also for 1 NPS, 25 millimeter, the outer diameter is still 33.4, the internal diameter is 24.3. This clearly shows the same point which is mentioned, that for a larger schedule number at the same NPS, the internal diameter would always be less compared to the smaller schedule. However, the outer diameter would remain the same. I have shown you this in a schedule 40 and a schedule 80. यानी ये रिलेशन मैंने आपको 40 और 80 में दिखा दी है. Two such examples of scheduled steel pipes are shown, the 40 and the 80. And for a full table, you can see this appendix in the book that I'm following, Robert Mott, Applied Fluid Mechanics, 7th edition, in Appendix F, or you can calculate it, or you can get it from the internet. अच्छा, अब एक स्टेप आगे चलते हैं. Points to keep in mind for calculation purposes. When you are calculating, certain things must be kept in mind. Number one, the most important thing is, which I mentioned before, the flow area is always calculated based on the internal diameter. जब आप एरिया कैलकुलेट करते हैं तो आप हमेशा इंटरनल डायमीटर पे कैलकुलेट करते हैं. पाई डी स्क्वायर, जब आप पाई डी स्क्वायर अपॉन 4 करेंगे तो आप इंटरनल डायमीटर पे उसको करेंगे. सेकंड पॉइंट, if the area is given in the table, it can be copied from it. The third point is that if the area is absent, it can be calculated. क्योंकि कभी कभी आपको continuity equation Q is equal to UA से area calculate करना पड़ता है. अब आपके पास दो option है. If I provide you with the table and the area is present there, you can calculate the area. If the area is not present, then you can still calculate the area using the relation of the inside diameter and the outside diameter and the thickness, because the inside diameter, the outside diameter and the thickness for every pipe or tubing is given in your table by what relation? The relation is internal diameter is equal to outer diameter minus 2 times wall thickness. Let me give you a small example. Assuming that I want to find the flow rate of a schedule 40 pipe at a velocity of 3 meter per second. 3 मीटर पर सेकेंड पे मुझे स्केड्यूल 40 की फ्लो रेट ढूंढनी है और उस स्केड्यूल 40 का एनपीएस है या डीएन है 25 millimeter or 1 inch. How would I do it? I know that my flow rate is Q is equal to UA. I know my U is equal to 3 meter per second. The question says that I am using a schedule 40 with a NPS of 1. I will go on 1. I will see the last column in meter square and see that at 1 the area is 5.574 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter cube. I can easily copy this value from this table in my question and write that the area is this based on the table. That is the easy way out. Because अक्सर हमें area नहीं given होता, you assume that the only parameters you have is outside diameter and wall thickness and inside diameter. Suppose this last column is not given, so you can easily find the area by going on 1 and knowing that the internal diameter is 26.6. So you apply the formula pi d square upon 4 into, don't forget to convert 26.6 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square. आपने मीटर स्क्वायर में चेंज करना है. जब आप पाई डी स्क्वायर अपॉन 4 लगाएंगे with this value, you will get this area as I will show you in one of the calculations later. तो ये एरिया आप खुद कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं अगर आपको डेटा में नहीं दिया है. एक स्टेप फर्दर करते हैं. सपोज यू डू नॉट हैव द इनसाइड डायमीटर, यू डू नॉट हैव द फ्लो एरिया. The only parameters I give you are the outside diameter and the wall thickness. You can still calculate the area by using the formula, by first calculating the internal diameter and then calculating the area. So for internal diameter, you will calculate 2 multiplied by thickness, this subtracted from the outer diameter. तो again हम 1 NPS की बात करते हैं. 1 NPS का आउटर डायमीटर क्या है? 33.4 मिलीमीटर. इसकी थिकनेस क्या है? थिकनेस है इसकी 3.38 मिलीमीटर. अगर हम यहाँ मिलीमीटर ले रहे हैं तो हम यहाँ भी मिलीमीटर लेंगे. So what will we do? 2 multiplied by 3.38, which is 6.76. You will subtract 6.76 from 33.4 and automatically you will get this value inside diameter 26.6. और फिर आप इस इंटरनल डायमीटर के ऊपर पाई डी स्क्वायर अपॉन 4 लगाएंगे तो आपको आपकी एरिया मिल जाएगी. उस एरिया को आप मल्टीप्लाई बाय 3 कर लेंगे टू कैलकुलेट द फ्लो रेट. Q इज इक्वल टू UA. तो बात समझ आई? बात ये हुई कि अगर आपको फ्लो एरिया नहीं गिवन है, इंटरनल डायमीटर नहीं गिवन है, तो आप आउटर डायमीटर और वॉल थिकनेस की मदद से इंटरनल डायमीटर पहले कैलकुलेट करेंगे और इंटरनल डायमीटर को आप एरिया फाइंड आउट करेंगे. तो मैं एक दफा दोबारा रिपीट कर रहा हूं. फॉर एनी कैलकुलेशंस रिगार्डिंग flow rate in fluid mechanics, please always use your internal diameter. Internal diameter हमेशा यूज होगा, external diameter हम यूज नहीं करते. तो ये थी आपकी बात to keep in mind for calculation purposes regarding pipes. 2 schedule हमने किए हैं, schedule 40, schedule 80. Now we come on to the tubing. The tubing will follow the same principle. स्टील ट्यूबिंग, हर टेबल के ऊपर उसके ऊपर लिखा हुआ होता है कि ये स्टील ट्यूबिंग है, ये कॉपर ट्यूबिंग है, ये कौन से किस्म का पाइप है। अब जो मैंने आपको पहले प्रिंसिपल सिखाया था कि पाइप की एरिया किस तरह ढूंढते हैं, ट्यूबिंग पे भी आप इसी तरह एरिया ढूंढ सकते हैं। ट्यूबिंग के ऊपर भी थिकनेस होगी, इंटरनल डायामीटर होगा, आउटर डायामीटर होगा। अगर ट्यूबिंग की एरिया ढूंढनी है, या तो एरिया आपको गिवन होगी, if not given, calculate it from the internal diameter. If internal diameter is not given, calculate it from the outer diameter and the thickness. Internal diameter is outer diameter minus 2 times thickness of the wall. Only thing to keep in mind is keep the unit consistency. Best है उसको SI unit में ले जाए अगर कुछ नहीं कहा गया है। Standard steel tubing is used in fluid power systems, condensers, heat exchangers. ये उसके uses है, engine fuel systems and other industrial fluid processing. जैसे NPS होता था ना पाइप के लिए, स्टील ट्यूबिंग के लिए हम स्टैंडर्ड इंच साइजेस बोलते हैं, and they are designed by outside diameter and wall thickness in inches. Standard sizes range from 1/8 inch to 8 inches as shown in the given table. If you want further details, see appendix G1 and G2 for a complete list. Again in Robert Mott. We will look at the steel tubing. In the previous table, the NPS was given 1, 2, DNS number tha. Look for a tubing 1/8 inch. This one is ½ inch. This one is 5/8 inches. So if I'm giving you a question, in the question it can be calculate the flow area for, let's say, 5/8 inches tubing. So how would you find the flow area if it is not given? You will go upon 5/8 inches. You will check the outer diameter of 5/8 inches. The outer diameter is, let's say, 1.24. Then you will calculate the thickness. You will look at the thickness. The thickness is, sorry, you will look at the outer diameter. The outer diameter is 15.88. Then you will look at the thickness, which is 1.24. So you will do 1.24 multiplied by 2 minus 15.88. You will get this value 13.39 and the area is calculated based on this value. अब एक चीज ये है कि 5/8 इंचेस के साथ दो वैल्यूज हैं। 5/8 के साथ you have 1.24 millimeter thickness, 1.65 millimeter thickness. The question is, while calculating the flow, any student can take 1.24 and another student can take 1.65. Now only one of them is correct. How do you take the correct value? This is given in the question. Your question would specifically say that the tubing used is 5/8 outer diameter having a wall thickness of 1.24 millimeter. So if I say wall thickness of 1.24 millimeter, you will take this data here. If I say having a wall thickness of 1.65, you will use data for this column. So the same tubing can be made on multiple thicknesses. So every information is given in your question that the outer diameter is this, the tubing thickness is this. Based on that information, you calculate your values. तो ये हमने बात की स्टील ट्यूबिंग की। इसी तरह आप ये देखें कि ये कुछ हाइड्रोलिक स्टील ट्यूबिंग है, कॉपर के लिए भी स्टील ट्यूबिंग है और कॉपर की भी है और स्टील की भी है। अब इसमें देखें वही बात हो गई कि आपको आउटसाइड डायामीटर दिया है 6, यानी दो आउटसाइड, एक डायामीटर के ऊपर दो वैल्यूज हो सकती हैं। अगर मैं स्टूडेंट को बोलूं आपका आउटर डायामीटर 6 इंच है, मगर उसके साथ मैं ये भी बोलूंगा कि आपकी थिकनेस 0.8 मिलीमीटर है, तो अगर मैं 0.8 मिलीमीटर वाला थिकनेस बोलूं, यू विल टेक द फर्स्ट रो। If I tell you 1 millimeter thickness, you will take second row. Look at the influence that the thickness would have. If I take the first row, my internal diameter would be 2 multiplied by 0.8, which is 1.6, 6 minus 1.6, which is 4.4. And my area is coming 1.521 into 10 to the power minus 5. If in the question it is 1 millimeter thickness, 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, 6 minus 2 is 4, internal diameter is 4, my area is 1.257 into 10 to the power minus 5. There is a significant difference in the flow rate. तो इसीलिए आपको थिकनेस और आउटर डायमीटर दोनों दिए जाएंगे, आप उन दोनों की मदद से अपना कैलकुलेट करेंगे। तो बात आपको समझ आई कि किस तरह इसको किया जाता है, which means that both the outer diameter as well as the thickness would be provided. So this is how you read the table. This is for the tubing. Then we have another type of tubing, which is the copper tubing. Previously, I was talking about the steel tubing. Now, where is the copper tubing applied and how is it applied? Copper tubing are made according to customary US sizes. There are 6 types of copper tubings and the choice depends on application considering the environment, fluid pressure and properties of the fluid. यानी हमारे पास 6 किस्म की कॉपर ट्यूबिंग होती है, हम अपने एप्लीकेशन पे डिसाइड करते हैं कि हमें कौन सी ट्यूबिंग चाहिए. ये 6 types are shown in the next slide and for a list you can see appendix H of Robert Mott, and again the principle is same, the size, outer diameter, thickness, internal diameter. The 6 type of copper tubings are like this. The first one is type K. K is used for water, fuel oil, natural gas and compressed air. जब आपके पास ये फ्लूइड्स होते हैं, यानी पानी हो गया, फ्यूल ऑयल हो गया, नेचुरल गैस हो गई या कंप्रेस्ड हो गई एयर, ऐसे फ्लूइड्स के लिए आप टाइप के यूज करते हैं. मगर इस टाइप के के साथ एक और आती है टाइप एल. ये भी इन्हीं फ्लूइड्स के लिए यूज होती है मगर स्मॉलर वॉल थिकनेस के साथ. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि टाइप एल जो है ना, दैट इज सिमिलर टू टाइप के बट विद अ स्मॉलर वॉल थिकनेस देन टाइप के. सो सपोज टाइप के का आउटर डायमीटर 6 है और उसकी थिकनेस 1 मिलीमीटर है. एल का हो सकता है कि डायमीटर भी 6 हो मगर थिकनेस उसकी 0.5 है, तो उसका फ्लो एरिया भी चेंज हो जाएगा. तो वहां पर जहां पर द एरिया, the outer diameter is same, the fluid being used is same, just the thickness is less in L. M is also similar to K and L, but M के अंदर it is even smaller wall thickness. Hence it is preferred for water surfaces and heating applications at moderate pressure. So suppose if I say that for L it is 0.5, maybe M it is 0.25 thickness at 6 millimeter outer diameter. So this was to do with KLM. They all are used for water, fuel oil, natural gas, compressed air, but M is specifically used for water and heating applications at moderate pressure because it has the smallest wall thickness compared to K, L and M. Then there is type DWV. This is D stands for drain, W stands for waste, and V stands for vent, and are used in plumbing system. In plumbing system, you need to dispose of the fluid, drain out, waste and vent. So in your plumbing systems, you are using this type of tubing. Then there's the ACR. The name suggests that ACR is used in the air conditioner and the refrigeration systems, where natural gas, liquefied petroleum gas and compressed gas, these are the fluids being used in the system. Lastly, you have OxyMed. Oxy means oxygen and med is medical gas distribution. So that is the fluid being used in the tubing. It is used for medical purposes. And similarly, it is available in sizes K and L. That means that it will vary in the thicknesses. It is used for special processing for increased cleanliness. So this is example of वन स्पेसिफिक टाइप के कॉपर ट्यूबिंग, यानी मैं टाइप के की बात कर रहा हूं, वही बात है. Nominal size is 1/4 inches. It has an outside diameter, inside diameter, wall thickness, inside diameter, and flow area. The basic principle is the same: how to calculate the area and how to calculate the other parameters. The reading the data from the system. So another type of pipe that we use is an ductile iron pipe. Water, gas, sewage lines, they are made of ductile iron pipe due to its properties. Iron has good properties. It is strong, it is ductile, it is easy to handle. So for iron properties, you can see Appendix I. Again, same principle. There will be a nominal size which is not being used, 4, 6, 8, but your question will say an iron pipe is of 12 NPS. So you read the outer diameter, you read the wall thickness, you read the inside diameter, the flow area. Now for exam purposes, all these data are given to you. You would be given data for the iron pipe, you would be given data for the copper tubing, schedule 40, schedule 80. It is up to you how to use the correct table and to extract the information related to you. सबसे आसान तरीका क्या है, या the way to learn is always read your table. On the top of your table, it would be mentioned. It is mentioned over here, service cement line pipe. Okay, over here it doesn't say, but it should say iron tubing. For example, for a copper tubing, it will be mentioned on a table copper tubing. For a steel tubing, it would say steel and copper tubing. For a schedule pipe, it would say schedule 80. For a schedule 40, it will say schedule 40. So always read the heading on the table first, so you know you are extracting information from the correct table. Please do not make the mistake, because NPS can be same in different tables, that I ask you for the information for a pipe, you take the information out for a tubing. That's a no-no. It is not a mistake, it's a blunder. तो बात समझ आई कि आपको अपना इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सट्रैक्ट करना आना चाहिए, कि किस तरह मैं अपने इंफॉर्मेशन को एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकता हूं. तो यू शुड कीप दैट इन माइंड. After that, let me give you a couple of examples how to calculate or do your calculations. Let's take this example. Your question is, determine the maximum amount of volume flow rate in liter per minute. Now look, I am asking you to give your answer in liter per minute. The SI unit is meter cube per second. So you have to convert your meter cube per second into liter per minute according to unit conversions. Determine the maximum amount of volume flow rate in liter per minute, which can be carried through a standard steel tube with an OD of 32 millimeter and 1.5 millimeter wall thickness. So you can see that in your question, you have been given 32 millimeter and 1.5 millimeter. आपको मैंने डेटा दिया हुआ है. सपोज मैं आपको टेबल नहीं देता, मैं अगर आपको टेबल नहीं प्रोवाइड करता और आपको एरिया निकालनी थी, you could have found out the internal diameter. कैसे ढूंढते? 2 times wall thickness, 2 multiplied by 1.5 is 3, 32 minus 3 is 29. फिर pi d square multiply by pi d square upon 4 करते, d आपका होता 29 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square. तो अगर टेबल, if you are provided with the table, well and good. If you are not provided with the table, it is not the end of the world. Things can be found out. So this information is given to you. Plus, I am telling you मैक्सिमम वेलोसिटी इज 3 मीटर पर सेकेंड। अगर आपको ये क्वेश्चन है तो आपको मालूम है कि द वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लो रेट इज Q is equal to UA. In your information, you need to find out Q. But in order to find out Q, you need two parameters. Parameter number one is U, your velocity. Parameter two is your area. You already have your velocity U in SI unit, 3 meter per second. Now you need to find out the area. In the first case, let us assume you're given your table. You will go into the table and you will see, okay, what is my question? My question is saying it's carried through a standard steel tube with an OD of 32 millimeter and 1.5 millimeter. You will go onto your data of your steel tubing. This is your steel tubing. From here, you will read the information 32 millimeter. Sorry, OD of 32 millimeter and 1.5 thickness. So you will go on your steel tubing, you will go on what? You will go on your outside diameter and you will read the value. This is the chart at 32. Now there are two values on 32. There is 32 outer diameter over here. There's 32 outer diameter over here. As a student, if this whole data is given to you, you can directly calculate you don't need to calculate the area. You can read out the area from here. मगर आप ये देखें कि आप कौन से 32 को लेंगे। क्वेश्चन ने आपको कहा है कि वो 32 आउटर डायमीटर विथ 1.5 मिलीमीटर थिकनेस, 32 आउटर डायमीटर 1.5 मिलीमीटर थिकनेस, यहीं से आप कैलकुलेट कर लें या रीड कर लें 6.605 into 10 to the power minus 4. So you can easily use this in the equation. You read this, you read this from the table 6.605 into 10 to the power minus 4. You will multiply by that by 3. तो आपको आपकी फ्लो रेट मिल जाएगी। मगर ये तो उस वक्त हुआ है जब आपको ये टेबल गिवन है। आप ये अंदाजा कर लें कि आपके पास टेबल नहीं है। सही है? So what would you do now? Or you do not have your area in your table. Again, you will go on this table. You knew that your outer diameter is 32. You knew your internal diameter was 1.5. This part and this part was not given to you. So what you do is 1.5 multiplied by 2 is 3. 32 minus 3 is 29. So you know your internal diameter is 29, and now on 29 you apply the formula for the area, pi d square upon 4. So when I apply pi d square upon 4, I convert 29 into meter, I square the term, look at my answer which I calculated, 6.605 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Same answer I calculated from the table. 6.60 copied from the table. 6.605 into 10 to the power minus 4. So if the value is already in the table, there is no need to calculate it. तो बात आपको समझ आ रही है? बात ये है कि मैंने आपको बताया है कि किस तरह आप इसको कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो। अब once you have this value 6.605 into 10 to the power minus 4, आप इसको फ्लो रेट वाले इक्वेशन में लगा दें। आपको आपकी फ्लो रेट मिल गई 1.981 into 10 to the power minus 3 SI यूनिट्स के अंदर, मीटर क्यूब पर सेकेंड। मगर मेरा क्वेश्चन क्या था? टू गिव योर आंसर इन लीटर पर मिनट। Here you're going to use your unit conversion, where 1 meter cube, where meter cube is here, 1 meter cube is 1000 liter and 1 minute is 60 seconds. You will do your cutting, and your answer is going to be roughly 119 liters per minute. So this is the way how to calculate. Let me give you another example. Another example is determine the required size of a standard schedule 40 steel pipe to carry 192 meter cube per hour of water with a maximum velocity of 6 meter per second. इसमें मुझे क्या करना है? इसमें मुझे जो ढूंढना है वो एनपीएस ढूंढना है या स्टैंडर्ड स्टील पाइप का साइज ढूंढना है, उसका डीएन नंबर ढूंढना है. मुझे मालूम है कि मैं स्टैंडर्ड स्केड्यूल 40 पाइप यूज कर रहा हूं, बट व्हाट डीएन एम आई यूजिंग? देयर वर मल्टीपल डीएन्स. There was DN 100, there was DN 125, there was DN 80, 60, 50, 40. So many DNs. Which one should I use? So how do I approach this problem? The first thing is always write the equation for the flow rate. Q is equal to UA. The only thing you need to keep in mind is make your unit consistency. 192 meter cube per hour is not the correct SI unit for volumetric flow rate. The correct SI unit is meter cube per second. So first thing is convert it into meter cube per second by unit conversions. यानी सबसे पहले आप अपने SI unit को ले आए. तो जब मैंने unit conversion लगाया और SI unit पे convert किया, my new flow rate is 0.0533 meter cube per second. This is my flow rate. Second step, I need to find the area, because based on the area I can decide, I can backtrack on my table on schedule 40 कि मेरा कौन सा पाइप कौन से DN पे यूज हो रहा है. So I apply my main equation for the volumetric flow rate. जो मेरा वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लो रेट का इक्वेशन है Q इज इक्वल टू UA, मैं वो अप्लाई करता हूं. जब मैंने Q इज इक्वल टू UA लगाया, Q मैंने अभी कैलकुलेट किया 0.0533. मुझे वेलोसिटी गिवन है 6 मीटर पर सेकेंड मैक्सिमम है. यहां पर मुझे क्वेश्चन रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर रहा है. इट इज रिस्ट्रिक्टिंग मी दैट माय वेलोसिटी कैन नॉट बी ग्रेटर देन 6 मीटर पर सेकेंड. 6 meter per second is my maximum velocity. So assuming I am on my maximum velocity, I calculate my area. My area comes out to be 8.88 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters square. That is my area. 8.88 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters square. Now my question is that on my schedule 40, I go on my schedule 40 table and I decide what DN number pipe should I choose. Let me do a relation first with you. When we were doing the continuity equation, what is our continuity equation? U1A1 is equal to U2A2. We assume that the flow rate is same under steady state condition. Q1 is equal to Q2. Based on this relation, area with velocity is inversely related. That means that if area of something is, if a area of a pipe is bigger, it will have a lower velocity, and if the area is smaller, it will have a higher velocity. बात क्या समझ आई कि अगर मेरा डायमीटर कम होगा तो उस सेक्शन की वेलोसिटी ज्यादा होगी, because area is directly related to diameter. तो अगर मैं लॉजिकली ये सवाल देखूं, मैंने ये देखा कि मेरी एरिया इज 8.88 into 10 to the power minus 3. That is my area at the maximum velocity 6 meter per second. अगर मैं कोई पाइप लूं इससे अगर मैं कोई पाइप सिलेक्ट करूं जो इस एरिया से कम होगा, लेट मी अज्यूम कि अगर मैं 8.87 into 10 to the power minus 3 का भी ले लूं, 0.01 मिलीमीटर कम है, मगर अगर मैं उसको भी ले लूं तो अगर एरिया कम होगा तो वेलोसिटी ज्यादा होगी। तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि माय वेलोसिटी वुड बी ग्रेटर देन 6 मीटर पर सेकेंड, which is wrong because my question is restricting me to 6 meter per second. I cannot go beyond this value. So this thing comes from logic that whatever my area has to be, the area has to be greater than 8.88 into 10 to the power minus 3. I go on my schedule 40 pipe. Based on my value 8.88 into 10 to the power minus 3, the closest two values are the last two ones. One is 8.213 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters square. One is 1.291 into 10 to the power minus 2. If I take this value, suppose if I take this value and this value, my dn is 100 millimeter. If I take this value 8.213 into 10 to the power minus 3, लॉजिकली अभी मैंने आपको थोड़ी देर पहले बोला कि अगर मेरी एरिया कम होगी परमिसिबल एरिया से तो मेरी वेलोसिटी ज्यादा होगी। यहां पर अगर मेरी एरिया कम हो रही है तो ऑटोमेटिकली मेरी मैक्सिमम वेलोसिटी 6 से कुछ ज्यादा बड़ा आंसर होगा। तो लॉजिकली देखा जाए तो ये आंसर सही नहीं हो सकता। इसका मतलब ये हुआ मेरा अगला आंसर यही लूंगा, दिस वुड बी द स्मॉलेस्ट पाइप। अगर मैं आपको 5 पाइप दे देता और बोलता कि इसके अंदर डिटरमिन करो तो सबसे पहले तो ये वाला मैं यूज कर सकता था। तो माय ओनली आंसर पॉसिबल इज दिस पाइप विच इज DN 125। अब इसको मैथमेटिकली प्रूफ करें। अभी तक मैंने जो आपको बात की थी वो आपके कॉन्सेप्ट से बताई थी कि एरिया इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू वॉल्यूम, तो आपने एज ए स्टूडेंट वो रीजन लिख लिया। कैलकुलेट कर कर अगर दिखाना हो, क्योंकि जाहिर सी बात है एग्जाम के अंदर प्रेशर होता है, another way is to calculate it. In order to calculate it, track it. How do we calculate it? The area calculated is the minimum area. So what we do is we go back into our equation Q is equal to UA. Q we had already found 0.0533. 125 DN का एरिया 1.291 into 10 to the power minus 2 था, टेबल से लिया था आखिरी वाला। मैंने जब उसको इनपुट किया तो मुझे वेलोसिटी मिली 4.1285 which is roughly 4.13. This is in the required limit because it is less than 6 meter per second. So I can select this pipe. I can select DN 125. Suppose that you took the pipe which had a smaller area. मेरी maximum allowable area क्या था? 8.88 into 10 to the power minus 3. DN 100 का एरिया क्या था? 8.82 into 10 to the power minus 3. आपको मैंने क्या कहा था? एरिया कम था तो वेलोसिटी ज्यादा होगी, तो उसको हम कैलकुलेट करके देख लेते हैं। सपोज मैंने अपना सिलेक्शन किया था 100 DN एरिया, 8.2 into 10 to the power minus 3। जब मैंने दोबारा Q is equal to UA में डाला तो ये देखें Q तो मैंने पहले ढूंढा था 0.0533, 8.213 into 10 to the power minus 3 U जब लगाया तो मेरा U क्या आया? 6.489 meter per second. This is a no-no. Why is it a no-no? The question said that the maximum velocity that you were allowed was 6 meter per second. तो जनाब आप 6.4 पे कैसे पहुंच गए? How can you go on 6.4 if your limit is 6? Your pipe is going to burst. So the only alternative is you change your pipe or you change your flow rate. So this is why DN 100 is a no-no. You cannot select it. So what do you select? You select the pipe after that. So the trick is you will select a pipe which has the first pipe which has an area greater than calculated area. तो टेबल के अंदर से फर्स्ट एरिया विच वॉज ग्रेटर देन दिस एरिया वॉज योर DN 125. तो बात समझ आई बच्चों कि द फर्स्ट एरिया दैट यू आर गोइंग टू select is the one greater than this, which was DN 125. So for your answer, you will write that the above value is greater than the maximum allowed velocity. So we reject this DN. Hence, the smallest schedule 40 pipe. Don't forget this because I am talking about schedule 40. So the smallest schedule 40 pipe that you can choose is a DN 125 millimeter. That is all for this lecture. Thank you. If any questions, you can get back to me.